Hello. Greetings. I'm back after a few days of hiatus, not playing Dragon Age. At last I can resume my journeys, and thank you very much in advance for joining me. I'm playing now a freshly patched version of Dragon Age Inquisition. Did I say Dragon Age Origins? Anyway, Inquisition. And I noticed some changes immediately. For instance, my character appears horrifyingly old. Like, look, no offense to anyone who is horrifyingly old. I for sure did not make my character this decrepit, but yeah, man, I guess the patching process really did a number on her. Yeah, so, in theory, and also her hair looks weirdly kind of shinier now, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. I didn't mess with any of the settings. Maybe some of the settings got changed. But yeah, last time we ended off meeting the big bad Foozle, the Elder One, Chosen One, bad guy. I don't know exactly. I don't recall exactly what his name is, but you could tell just from looking at him and from his massive dragon that he was bad. We kind of survived our first encounter with him, but he wrecked Haven, our homeland. I don't know that I'm supposed to be here. And so here we are now. Instead, the characters were like, hey dude, I have another idea. There's this other place where we could go, and it's like even cooler than Haven. And I don't even know my way around it yet. Honestly, that's kind of where I left off, and they did like a kind of semi-coronation ceremony type thing, saying I am the head Inquisitor or something like that, which I was kind of under the impression I was already in charge of the Inquisition, but now I guess it's official. And I have like some new Inquisitor powers and stuff. Yeah, her hair is like weird looking now. Anyway, I don't know what's up. In theory, this patch made things better. I skimmed the notes but didn't read them thoroughly. Seemed like a bunch of kind of stability fixes and some fixes to some hitches and things, and it sounds like they're working on some improvements to the PC controls, though I am playing with a gamepad myself. So, seems like a good time to check in with some of the characters here.
So, like, this is Skyhold.
Like Blackwell. I don't really know anything about this guy. He just like joined me, and yeah, man.
Come, let's
what happened to my character?
I want to examine our fortifications.
Man, that's rough.
Solus chose well.
I don't know that I could look at her. It's
away.
fine. She just went through a time warp.
For as long as I've been here, we've never really spoken at length.
Look at her. Man. It's so crazy.
Your actions told me all I needed to know. And it seems I made the right decision by bringing you on board.
You've always had my support. You still do. Corypheus will pay for Haven.
Corypheus, he's
I swear I'll take that
the
twisted
bad guy.
bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
You're no good to me, dead. It's a...
Watch that this enthusiasm of yours doesn't get you killed.
I wouldn't be the first to die in your service. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it.
Okay, Swiss Cheese in chat notes that BioWare is aware of the Old Face issue and apparently are working on it.
Tell me honestly.
NC Games says, I think she's hollowed, which
Andraste's
is
chosen.
most excellent. She actually does look hollowed, doesn't she? The Dark Souls references combine.
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
I don't know about this Blackwell dude. He's a little, I don't know. He's, haven't gotten to know him yet. He seems like the most straightforward fantasy warrior dude out of all the dudes so far.
Of course.
Who is this?
Scout Harding.
Oh,
Your
her.
worship?
Yeah, the one who calls me your worship really awkwardly.
So, who's Scout Harding, really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe Red Life, herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
What's new?
What's been going on?
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
I have to go.
Let's see to that. Yeah, it's a lot of characters kind of milling around. Wait, Blackwell's over here now. Vivienne. Map indicates someone would be here, but I see no one. I think my main issue with the character looking a million years old is mostly just that the voice doesn't match anymore. I think it's cool that you can play characters of different shapes and sizes and ages and so forth.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
There have been some really badass older characters in some BioWare RPGs, or not BioWare technically, but in KOTOR 2, which Obsidian did. Kreia was one of your main party members. She was like an old Jedi Master, kind of like a Obi-Wan type.
You and Hawk
but
both said before he was supposed to be dead.
more intense. She was awesome.
Dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
He looks
Asking
like
about
some
the bad
sort
guy.
of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the blights.
All right. I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
Okay, well. Yeah, this place got wrecked. This was the place, I guess, that we were made. Or no, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of the other place where we made our stand. Okay, well, here's Josephine.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the
Softly
grand game if
sarcastic.
you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death. The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
You catch all that? Alright.
We need to attend this ball.
We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
I see.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Whoop. Everybody disappears. Head to the war room to find a way into the Winter Palace.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters.
Okay.
Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
She's complaining an awful lot for someone sitting on a sweet-ass chair like that. I'm just saying.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone precisely what Thedas requires. The Templars came far to fight with us. They need to feel secure here.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Corypheus will pay when I face him again.
I dearly hope that happens soon. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Just chat her up.
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Awkward.
Well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Ooh, dis. Awkward advances failing. Rightfully so. Undercroft. Okay, where is the war room of which the quest marker speaks? Solus Liliana. There it is. I suppose I should check in with them. Can I go in there? No. Wonder if this place will get all tidied up over the course of the game. I suppose maybe it will.
Inquisitor.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna just go to the war room. No fighting in the war room. Oh, okay, wrong door. It'll take me a little while to get my bearings around this place. It's pretty big. Okay. Summon the War Council. Whole bunch of stuff. Oh, required power 20. whole bunch of these missions available. Required power 30. Wow. Reports of dark spawn activity. Let's send Cullen to
All right.
check out some dark spawn activity. Interland resources.
Skyhold does seem more secure than Haven.
Only if we have the numbers to defend it. A place like this serves no purpose without enough people to make the running worthwhile.
Let's see what we have.
Do this conscript mission. Falomar resources, Blood Lotus and Dawn Lotus. I think I need both of us.
At your service.
Alright. Okay, so I guess I just need to do missions and stuff. Okay. So I need 20 power. It's quite a bit. Skyhold can be customized in a variety of ways. I don't really care. And let's see. I'm not huge on the, like, customize your home type stuff. I don't know. It's okay. I have enjoyed The Sims, and I have certainly enjoyed Animal Crossing and in games where you can, like, you know, change the wallpaper or whatever. In this game, I don't feel super motivated to do that at the moment.
What do they make down here?
But maybe there's, or I don't actually know what is involved in this, so I should just shut my mouth and find out. Buy and sell. Tactician's renewal. What's this? Unique amulet. Oh, this is for respecking. I like that there is kudos to them for, you know, having some fictional conceit for respecking, not just like it's like a magical amulet.
Catapults with anvils. Point made. I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Just call me.
Everyone needs time for this transition.
Time won't help. Purpose does. And I got a load of it. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You did what you could, I suppose.
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Yes.
Care to share?
No. It hurts, and I don't want to spit on your efforts. You saved who you could. We have to be happy with that.
All right.
How is this place
Awfully
shaping
pragmatic
up
of
as a
him.
forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
You've got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
Okay.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Potions. Skyhold customization. Craft weapons. Craft armor. Right. Let me modify armor, modify weapons, equip potions, upgrade potions. Still don't have any Dawn Lotus, but I'm going on a mission that should get me some. So that'll be good. I feel like I should have done some of this already. But I haven't run across the resources. Let's check this out. Banner. Grey Warden. Chantry. Andrastian Chantry. Free Martians. Well, seems like Inquisition is the appropriate. Change the centerpiece in the Inquisition's quarters. So unlockable beds for use in certain scenes, no doubt. Lots of unlockable drapery. I mean, okay, heraldry, decor, all locked, throne, windows. Inquisition windows. Don't they know who this is? Okay, well. That's that. Special shipments. Whoa. Got a ton of schematics. Holy. Wow. But my stupid inventory is full. That thing is strong. Okay, well. That's enough of that for now. Man, there are a lot of games these days. Many, many games. Suikoden 2, a classic Japanese RPG, just came out today. It's a PlayStation 1 era game, but now is available on the PlayStation Network as of today, so you could get it for a Vita or the PS3, I believe. It's a gap in my own Japanese RPG play. I've heard really great things about it, but now I never played the first one either, so folks are like, you have to play Suikoden 1 before you play 2. Suddenly that's like another, I don't know, 60 hours of game commitment, but I do want to check out Suikoden 2. He's from Thedas. Okay. Man, let's go on some damn quests. I need to sell some stuff real bad. Make room. Having a full inventory is horrible. Iron Bull with his distinctive profile. Fast travel. Yeah, so I might grab Suikoden 2. Still playing the South Park game, which has been just really, really great. Both as just a really streamlined little RPG in the vein of things like Earthbound, or more like a Paper Mario or something like that, and also just as like a good piece of South Park literature, as it were. Very.
Tell the commander that this is the perfect spot for the armory.
Armory.
Yes, ma'am. Right away.
Just give me a shopkeeper or somebody. There's gotta be a shopkeeper around here. This map doesn't like give me the Z coordinates of things, as it were, so sometimes I see something on the map and it looks like it's dead ahead, but it might be on like a floor above me or something like that. Still figuring this place out. Seems like there ought to be a shopkeeper. Maybe not. Check the map. That's a good tip. Swiss cheese in chat pointing out that the potion place in the Undercroft lets me sell stuff. So I will do that in the future. For now, I think maybe we will get out of here and go do some stuff. Camp's established. Let's see. Fade Rift's closed. Storm Coast. I'm not really sure where I should go next. How about here, just 'cause? Oasis Camp. Intrinsic pool. Let's go here. Arbitrarily. Party. Let's see. I'm gonna go with coal. I just hit the wrong button on this screen. Solus and Blackwell. Let's try that. Yeah, so South Park is awesome. And of course, Hearthstone. The Goblins vs. Gnomes expansion pack came out on Monday, finally, after a pretty good lead up. I was just like really glued to all of the card reveals and stuff leading up to the launch. Adds over 120 cards. There's something like 400-ish in the base game, so it's a pretty significant chunk of new cards, and it's enough stuff to where the game is going to be pretty substantially affected by some of the new cards, and it's just inherently exciting to see, learn, play with, play against all the new cards, see how they affect all the different classes, yada yada. I would be playing that game non-stop at this point, I think, if I didn't have other games to play, other things to do, and so on. But yeah, Hearthstone is just easily one of my favorite games this year, and this new expansion came out at a great time, just to give the whole game a shot in the arm. So yeah, I'm excited to keep playing that in kind of every spare moment. But of course, there's this game that I'm really want to see to the end, and I'm really enjoying so far. As like a you know, I don't know. I haven't played just like a full-on big, huge fantasy RPG in a while, since like The Witcher 2 or something like that. I did start playing Divinity, so that should count. But I didn't get that far. I didn't get that far into Divinity. I need to come back to that, because that game seemed really, really interesting. To have a really intriguing turn-based tactical combat and stuff. Rest. So is there really nowhere I could just get rid of my stuff? Someone named Requisition Officer doesn't let me sell. Great. Was that the Game of Thrones spelling of Sir? I believe it was.
Inquisitor.
S-E-R. I guess Game of Thrones doesn't deserve credit for like inventing that spelling. I just saw it kind of most prominently there. Man, I was really hoping I'd be able to sell. Alright. I'm gonna just try and go close some Fade Rifts. I dropped the difficulty down from... Whoa, hello there. Level 8 giant? That ain't nothing. Level 8. I can take him. Ow. Ooh. Trees, get out of the way. Starting to mess this dude up. I think some of my other abilities got unequipped there. I need to fix them. Boom, countered him. Yeah, Ricky in chat notes that The Witcher 3 got, I think just the other day it was announced that the game was delayed. It was going to come out in February of just in a couple of months. It's been delayed until May, so by about 3 months. Little unfortunate, you know. I mean, whatever. I get it. I like if you're a game developer, you know how it goes, and even if you're a game player, you probably know how it goes too. They wrote a long thing about it, saying, you know, it's the most important game they've ever done, and I actually believe that. I think that is true, and saying they need a few more months of polish and bug fixing, that the game is ambitious and has a lot of content, and you kind of only can wrap your head around the remaining work when the work is, you know, when the whole game is there. Yeah, so several months of delay. Sounds like that team is cranking pretty hard already, so I empathize for that team, with that team rather. They're probably working really, really hard to make that game live up to its kind of crazy ambition and the high expectations that people have for it. But yeah, Witcher 2 was so damn good, I thought, that I am willing to wait however long it takes for Witcher 3 to live up to it. Witcher 3 seems like it's like adding like so much. It's like such a bigger scope game than 2. I actually really liked the tight scope of Witcher 2, kind of the focused structure of it. I thought it helped make that game as good as it was, but I think that team is capable of some pretty great things. Let's see if we could do this. Hold on, and just pause it. I noticed, by the way, I have this new Inquisitor spec. I have this new Inquisitor set of skills. I want to equip some of these other... Warhorn, no, not that. Battlemaster. Two-handed weapon, yeah, like my skills got unequipped. Earth-shattering strike I have. Whirlwind I want on... Oops. How do I... Oh, some features on the screen are currently unavailable. I think it's because I'm in combat. Reinforcements here in a second. Ooh, so many effects. That ability cools down pretty fast for very strong ability. I have this crazy ground pound that now it's upgraded, so it creates this massive trail of fire. Yeah, so it looks like I can't switch abilities in mid-fight. That's like, I think that's a design choice and not like a UI limitation. Diablo 3 does something pretty similar. Kind of force you to... It not only makes you kind of commit to whatever you roll with, roll in with, I should say, but it also... man, I wish I could pick that up. Increased ability damage by 30%, warrior only. That's really handy. Yeah, I think like not being able to change your abilities in the middle of a fight, like the nice thing about it is it means you can't just do what I did and muck around in the middle of a menu when really you should just be focused on the fight and be done with it. I think in games when you spend a ton of time in menus in fights, that's not great. And now we can map our Inquisitor thing to the other button. Yeah, so you have two sets of abilities. You hold down the left trigger, or like two groups of abilities, so you could have up to, I guess, 8 of them mapped at a given time. Wait. 0 points to spend. Oh. Other characters leveled up. I'm gonna ditch some of my... throw something away. Valuables. I wonder if these things count against my... They must. Huh. Research item. Yeah, these items must count against my inventory. I don't know. Whatever. Thank you, folks, by the way, for tuning in. This is me playing some Dragon Age Inquisition. We're like a, you know, I don't suppose this is necessarily super far into the game, but it's a good chunk in. Some big stuff has happened, and it's definitely kind of the end of one big chapter of the story and the beginning of another. Seems like what... Whoa, I probably shouldn't jump down there. If we already revealed all the... Yeah, okay, already spotted the shards here. Is that another giant? No, this is like where I... Oh, wait. Gladiator dudes. These guys are good. Well, let's try and fight them. Man, I'm like already hurting. There we go. Hey, it's a shard. And that archer is messing me up. trick. Who's left? Anyone?
Well, Harding told us they were here. Keep your guard up.
Got them all. Something I can't loot. Looks like a good shield that I can't pick up. Health is starting to get pretty low.
I'm afraid. It wants us to be afraid.
I agree. Something's not right.
So
Feeling
I
at the
think
door. It's gone now.
I believe it was a magical ward of sorts. A warning, perhaps, or a test.
Explains why the miners kept away.
okay. I guess I used some of those shards to open that door just there. Now a catacomb. This game has been due for some straight up dungeon crawling.
Perhaps if I made an attempt.
Yes. Why don't you?
We need more shards.
Okay.
The light comes across the thinnest places and makes the marks want to be real.
What? Alright. So basically, I need more shards. Alright. You know what? While my character is all ugly, I am going to unhide helmets. There. Hide my mug. Is there anything else I can do around here? Certainly didn't end up going in that direction. Retrieve the ring, unlock the door. Desert camp. Gonna go here, I'm low. Heal up.
Inquisitor.
Yes.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay. Oh. Jar of bees. Okay, so yeah, those are just available here. Need more components for those. I haven't used my old horse in a while. Hello. Fred. Call him Fred. Because why not? I see a rift. Yeah, so I dropped down to normal difficulty from hard. I think I'm... yeah. I think I'm enjoying it a little bit more this way. I don't like for these favorite battles to be as long. Camera gets kind of crazy when you lock onto a guy. Sometimes. It's no big deal. Yeah, my pro tip in this game is kill the archers first. That's a tip in basically every game with archers in it, I guess. Burning. That was a good one. Caught a lot of them. Good trying to run away. These jerks. Shut it down. Alright. Okay. Stuff I can't pick up. Lazarite. Okay. Stuff I can't pick up. Never mind. Shadow essence. Oh man, creature research item. I actually really want that. I haven't researched anything. Just gonna destroy this.
You imagine coming out here for a mining contract?
No. I don't need 2 of these, whatever. Schematics. I mean, I should have room, right? Okay, there. Are these my guys? No, they are not. Alright, let's get them. Ow. Don't make me throw these at you, dude. Shield bash. Alright. Is that it? I think we got him. Pinging the map in case there's anything of note. Does not appear to be. Hello, horsey. Another camp. How far into this desert can I go? Oh, okay. I just reached the map edge and that's that. Cool sandstorm. Reminds me of a little game I once worked on. Shards in the Oasis. Where's the other Fade Rift thing? It's there. Closest camp is here. Let's travel there. And it didn't even take me off my horse. How generous. Intrinsic pool. Much better than the extrinsic pool. Auto dismounted as I walked in here. Quest markers right nearby, but I think we attempted this one before and I got rocked. Spiral mine. Deep mushroom. What is this? What is this? Miner, just chilling.
What do you want?
Nothing.
Right. See you then.
It's a pretty brave miner. Okay. Left or right? No. I think that's where I came from. Running around mine shafts. Riveting. Yeah. Dude. Just want to find that quest marking thing. May have gone the wrong way. The possibility exists. Look at coal there. dual wielding. Got healthy.
Nothing to report, sir.
Rest and get all my stuff back. See what happens. Plays a little music and supplies replenished. Supplies just mean potions, right? Yeah. Well, jeez. I just couldn't find that thing. Let's try to go there. Whatever. Change of plan. Oh, that's just where I was. So we can't unlock that.
Whoa!
There was a different way I could have gone there. Spiral mines. Can I get up there? Bottles of Thetis. Climb that. I don't see a way I can get up there. I think I did all this already. I guess I dropped... Did I drop down? No. Paragon's Luster. It just goes back down. Tired of picking mushrooms. Goes in a loop. I don't know. Bad guy. Red blip on the map. So that's good. Go where the bad guys are. Corrupted spider. He has accepted bribes and befriended. Level 12 is like no joke. Yeah, he ain't nothing. Take yo fangs, spider. Alright. Somewhere. Elizabeth, is this your card? Yes.
Perhaps if I made an attempt.
I do can. So now we can... Oh. Let's light this thing. It's playing some music. So that's good. Climbing. Alright. More drinking tea. There's some Dark Soulsy looking area right here. Totally dark and nights in the darkness and things like that. It's cool. He seems to be running away. My hammer is...
Damn it!
There we go, I see it. Oh, maybe it's not a rift. No, I think that is. Yeah. Alright. This is what I was looking for. Level 12. It's not good. It's gonna be tough. One. It's a lot of ranged guys. Man, 3 of them up there. Ow. That hurts. Slowing me and can I disrupt it? Okay. Ow. Don't step in that. was like the first time I used an attack my target command. Got him. Reinforcements. Reinforcements. Oh man, these guys hit hard. Oh no. 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 Ah. Damn it. That sucked. Well. I do believe the game just crashed on me when I tried to load after I full wiped in that fight. That was crazy. That sucked. I haven't actually seen it do that. Oh well. My apologies. We'll see. Gonna turn off the camera for a second. It's caused some problems, or I suspect it's caused some problems before on the screen. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Hopefully my save is fine. Yeah. PC gaming. What can you do? Goes with the territory. Well, yeah, basically at this point I'm just trying to rack up power for the Inquisition so I can do some of those next major story missions, I suppose. It seems like some of the quests I'm doing now are actually like giving me more power per thing. I used to get just like 1 point per quest, and it looks like now I'm moving at twice that rate or so, 2 points per. But then, okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm up to 11 power already, so that's... Man, I kind of want to try this again. Although I'm not sure what, if anything, I will do differently this time. There's a landmark up here. Don't shoot. I can't do it. Oh well. charge. Vanguard code. I think that's better than what I'm using. Now I just depleted a whole bunch of my potions, so I think I definitely can't take that rift anymore. It's a bit of a shame that. Let's see, do we have anything else in the area? Not really. Lock the door. I don't think I'm ready for that. Storm Coast. There's a lot of quests open in the hinterlands. I'm gonna close the Fade Rifts here. So many dem quests though. Search the river for the package. Alright, let's go here. Guess just gotta do some questing. Prowler. It's cool Liliana picture. The Nightingale. The left hand of the divine. Yeah, it's interesting that she's not a party member in this game. It's still a pretty major character. I think my real quest at this point is to find a shopkeeper that I can just pawn off some of my stuff to. I guess I can go to Redcliffe here in this area, but kinda don't wanna. Maybe I will. My party members have been a little quiet too. Not a lot of witty banter between Blackwell and Solus. Quick potions, inspect requisitions. It's always the same stuff with these things. Okay.
Inquisitor.
Yes. You address
Inquisitor.
me. Is there anything to actually talk
Nothing
about
to
here?
report, sir.
Okay, great. And yes, Game of Thrones, Sir spelling confirmed. Main reason I turned hats back on was because of Cole here. He's got this crazy hat, and it seems wrong for him to not be able to wear that hat. That hat is like a part of who he is. Something. That's a Fade Rift. So there's Fade Rifts all over. Alright. Yes, that's the whole plot of the game, I suppose. I think I'm gonna have better luck with these fade rifts now that I'm playing at the default difficulty. Although I did just die. Those are level 12 dudes. They're all like ranged dudes, so they're just all nuking a single target at a time, focus fire. Classic real-time strategy tactic. What do we have here? Oh, these are level 12 also. Where's the sound? Hear my footsteps, but that's it. Okay, there we go. Already dead. Alright, I know when I'm not wanted. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Stop now, Solace. Unfortunate. These guys might be scaling with my level or something. Is that what's going on? I'm not sure. May just be a higher level area. Alright, I mean, the inventory thing royally sucks, so that's a merchant. Gonna go to the merchant.
I suppose you're right.
It's good to see you.
Sell. I don't know that this stuff is... Okay, don't sell all. Sell the stuff that sounds like it sucks. Enchanter coat. Sniper bow. Raider greatsword. Can't sell off Iron Bull's weapon, Maul the Dragon. These all seem like they're pretty bad. Guess they're all like common weapons also. Imbued staff. Okay. Oh, these are all materials. I should keep those. These I think I can safely get rid of except the one... Okay. Yeah, the ones that say creature research item I should not get rid of. They're only worth one, so there's no real incentive to sell them. Anyway, except to make room. Okay.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
Locked door. What is this? Sturium dungeon entrance. Alright. Well, room in the inventory, so that's good. There we go. And I believe, is that the direction? No, not south. I believe I wanted to go this way. Going east. Should be a Fade Rift up here. I suspect is lower level than the one I tried to deal with. Yes. Hello. Oh boy. Taking this guy down. Kinda made short work of that guy actually. Can't do anything with that yet. Disrupt it. Too far away. What the hell is this thing? Round. Come back. Ow. Doing so well. Oh man. Gotta get out. That is some crazy AoE spell. It's just murdering everybody. Get out. Get the hell out. Most unfortunate. Man. Well, let's try this one then. I don't know, the second it's just got overwhelmed. This is the sort of game where once there's like a sort of break in your defenses, everybody just goes down. Once one guy dies, pretty much everybody dies seconds later. Let's see if this goes any better. Level at least. Potion. Now I can close it. Alright. Get out of here, Fade Rift.
These people need help.
Okay. That was something. It's another one. Let's go to that one. Those are fun fights. They're pretty harrowing. Pretty challenging even at normal difficulty. Yeah, I don't want to play on hard difficulty anymore. If this, it's cool that there is a way to, that there are ways of playing this game where it's, I think, requires you to play a lot more tactically and thoughtfully, but it's already a very big game as it is, clearly, and I'm sort of, the combat is enjoyable, but I'm not necessarily in it like just for the combat, as it were, and I want to just feel like I'm continuing to make progress through it. It's another one of these ranged fights that kicked my ass last time. Let's see if I can disrupt it. So disrupting the rifts, I guess, hurts everybody, and yeah, so that seemed pretty effective. But they're all going to come back. Let's see if I can do it again. You can get interrupted while you're doing that. Yeah, that took a big chunk out of them. They're all stuck. Okay, so that seems well worth doing. I think one of my mistakes before was I wasn't disrupting the rifts like that, and that seems like it's actually very powerful. At least in that kind of encounter. There's a lot of the ranged dudes. Widow Mora.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Farewell.
It's quite a sob story. What else is nearby? Kinda do want to get our ring back. Another more Fade Rifts there. Let's go there. How much power? Let's see. 13 power. I think that's enough for something. No, we needed, well, I guess we needed 20 for whatever the next major thing was.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to Ritz.
I found Ritz and rescued her from an attack by the Templars. She's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. It's dangerous out here for everyone. I'm glad the Inquisition is trying to put things right.
Woot. More power. So camp should rest up because I'm low on potions. Gothammer in chat asking if this copy of the game is patched up. Indeed it is. And I don't know, I wasn't, like, I don't notice any significant changes one way or another. It seemed like a pretty long list of improvements in the patch. Actually, the most, I'll show you the most noticeable change. If I go here, go to interface, I believe, and hide helmet. Whoops. Yes. My character, it's hard to tell from this angle. My character now appears incredibly old as a result of this patch. Apparently it's a known issue and they're working on it, but whatever. It's kind of funny. So yeah, my character has like the most kind of wrinkly skin option possible, which is not what I assigned at character creation. Other than that, no issues with the patch. Downloaded and
Kill that warrior!
Vanguard code. And you go, Solus. Shooting all kinds of fireballs. Alright, you got him.
Venatori. Corypheus has sent his mages here for something.
See if I can get a better shot. Yeah, look, she's all crazy old and weird and yeah. That is not my character. But it's okay. a pretty funny side effect. I can't say I've ever seen anything quite like that. It's a side effect of a patch. I'll have to look up, like, what. It's just kind of curious to know what happened there. It sounds like this patch improves stability in some cases, reduces some kind of hitching in dialogue. I think I saw a thing about that. And I think there are also some improvements to the PC interface. Although I am playing... Oh, I should not be standing on that. I'm playing with gamepad personally, so... Oh, hello. Keep them off me, dudes. There we go. Be gone. I don't want to fight those guys. So they were kind of in my way. That is too steep. What's that up there? It's crazy shimmery blue stuff. That is something. Okay. Drake stone. We got lesser shade. Only level 5. Problem. Oh wait, Solus died. I guess I should be taking this a little more seriously. Should. Does not mean.
Done and done.
Keep her ice staff. Everybody up? Yeah.
He heard the old song's call. Special, pretty, perfect for him. Then read all over. Inside and out.
The hell are you talking about, dude? I kind of like Cole for... I don't know why. Soothing voice. Sounds like a bard. I don't know that there was anything left to do in there. I don't think there was. Pop. Quest map. Oh, there's another rift. Let's go to that rift. Only one more left in this area. Patching games like this is a real challenge, I think. It's... Oh yeah, these are the bad guys' minions. Whoa, what happened? Just froze. The thing about patching games like this is like... let me try my super move. I guess that worked. That was my crazy...
Skyhold. How did you find it?
I looked.
Now you sound like Cole.
This world is full of wonders for those who seek them.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, the thing about patching games like this is like having to account for having to not break anyone's save data, so this stuff like suddenly my character looks 1,000 years old, you know, which occurred as a result of the patch. You wonder to yourself as a game player, like, how could that possibly happen? What does that have to do with anything? Just goes to show how interconnected a lot of these systems and things are. Hard to test every possible permutation. It. Sound's cutting out. Well.
You can't hurt me.
Got it. Not good. How many guys are we dealing with? A lot of guys. There we go. This. Close one. Did I get it? I don't know, we got it. I thought I just... Oh. Tough one. More power. Should take a minute to equip some of my guys. I think I got some pretty decent accessories. I just don't even have anything on these guys. It's pretty bad. Whew. He looks all messed up there. Okay, that's some stuff. That's a much better piece of armor for him. And that's a better piece of armor for him. So these are both better. It's like a lightning staff. Sure, why not? Wow. Probably should have done this a while ago. Okay. Better gear. Okay, there's some quests there. Find a key. We're all pretty messed up, pretty hurt. No potions left, but this may be a pretty low impact kind of quest. Yeah, the structure of this game is, I really enjoy it. I like that everything is in the service of like improving the Inquisition and unlocking future quests. I actually prefer this kind of structure quite a bit to say like the Elder Scrolls like open world thing, now that I think about it, because in those games you just kind of wander around and do whatever. It feels more aimless. Which can be positive for sure. The aimlessness is good, but the part I like is that your character is like motivated. You're like doing. There's a context for your actions here. You're not just like leveling up for the sake of it, or exploring for the sake of it. I want to do this farmer's ring thing. Everybody's low health. Yeah, because the nice thing about that structure is like I'm doing all, it gives me like from a design perspective, it causes me to think about like things in the longer term that go beyond, you know, my character build or something like that. I'm like trying to solve a quest in the immediate term so that I can do more interesting things in the longer term. And when in the more typical case, if all you have is just a bunch of quests, there is no real medium or long term. It's just a series of like short term quests, sometimes with multiple stages or something, but you don't really know how big a quest is when all you're worried about is just kind of getting to the next waypoint or doing the next thing or something like that. The other nice, like the other thing about the kind of the game structure here with like building up your Inquisition is like you could still play this game in an expressive way. You don't have to like play it like you have work to do, which is, you know, I don't mind that personally, but I know other players, you know, a lot of people, myself included, really love kind of the open-endedness of like an Elder Scrolls game where there, for the most part, there isn't a sense of pressure. Sometimes the narrative tries to like exert some pressure on you to go, but I think as players we tend to recognize that as being sort of false. In a lot of cases it's like, the dragon will destroy the world if you don't hurry, but it's like you can take your sweet time. They tried that. They tried with Fallout. Like the original Fallout, you had like a certain amount of time to bring water to your people or to like fix your people's water supply, or else they would just all die. And I loved that. I thought it was great, but a lot of people revolted, and Interplay, the developers, actually patched it out. They patched out the time limit so people could just enjoy the game on their own time, despite the narrative urgency of the water quest. I think part of the issue with the water quest in the original Fallout was that there was no real feedback about it, or the feedback wasn't as explicit as players wanted, because they would just come back to their vault one day and find everybody dead of thirst. Oh, sorry. And again, I thought that was awesome. I thought it was like realistic in a cool way, but it was pretty, admittedly, it was pretty hardcore in a genre that I suppose is best known for letting players kind of do things at their own pace. So, a classic example of kind of narrative and gameplay being a little bit in conflict. And also an example of, you know, what, like the design intentions of a team being in conflict with like the expectations of fans. So a lot of people like to take role-playing games at their own speed on their own terms, so it's best not to have narratives that like force a ton of urgency.
Where the Templars? They don't care who they kill anymore.
I
Got
found
your
this
ring
on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now, as will mine.
They were hurting and we helped. Their lives are better because of us.
Keep telling yourself that, Solus. Why don't you give yourself a pat on the back? Yeah. Well, let's see. Anything? Those fade rifts kicked my ass. I don't want to do them again. Bring the potion to the refugee's husband. I think that's close. Oh, and here's one. Yeah, okay. We could close that one too. That's going roughly north from this location. Yeah, man, Fallout. The original Fallout is one of my all-time favorite role-playing games. I love it. I love everything about it. I finished that game probably like, I played it through probably like 3 times with like totally different character builds each time. The character creation. Oh boy, I'm about to like fall to my death here. I can't even go this way. Character creation in the original Fallout is like some of my favorite in any game, or in any RPG, at least. It wasn't a... It was a skill system, not a class system. So you would just... It's similar, you know, Fallout, the more modern Fallout games, Fallout 3 and New Vegas, their character creation system was, you know, is based on that of the original. But just a really intriguing combination of like compelling gameplay choices and like really great like expressive choices. So the characters you'd produce in Fallout, they really felt like characters, not like character classes. So the distinction being like, I'm not just like a two-handed sword wielder or something in Fallout. It's instead I'm like a weird like drug addict with a disposition for like fast talking and who loves knives or something like that. And it's like, man, that's cool. It starts to paint a really interesting mental image of a specific character, and then you can like sort of role play that character in the dialogue. A great system. And the combat was really fun too. It's just great, like simple turn-based combat.
Please hurry.
Here's a potion.
Here you go. The potion and
Solus
instructions on how to
slightly
make
approves.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word.
Alright. Sweet.
I'm glad we helped them.
You do that. Be glad.
We'll see.
These are big signs. I don't know why they get highlighted. Anything good? Rugged broadaxe. Grenades belt. Precise brutal element. Whatever.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish.
Okay. Where was that rift? Rift there, straight north. Hello, Mount.
Have you seen otherwise?
True enough.
Gothammer in chat points out that there were some very colorful animations in the original Fallout. Yeah, it's like the game, you know, heavily referencing stuff like the Road Warrior and like other kind of brutal, darkly comic, post-apocalyptic type stuff. So every single weapon, not like there are a ton of different weapon types, and they all would cause victims to die in a variety of ways. So if you have like a minigun, for example, a big old automatic machine gun, just blow guys up in a hail of bullets or something like that. Laser weapons that would just kind of incinerate guys. It was like, it sounds gruesome to describe, and it actually was very gruesome, but it was like almost played for laughs. Like I said, just kind of dark, kind of sadistic humor. The game had a really great tone to it, though. Just a lot, very amazing voice acting, amazing cast. That's a good combo. I don't know who causes this crap on the ground to happen, but it sucks. Can I close a rift yet? It's too far away to disrupt those. You know what I just noticed? That the Fade Rifts have a health bar in the upper right corner under the words Fade Rift. I feel pretty embarrassed about that. I've been playing all this 15 hours or more or so and just noticed that. It can be really difficult to notice health bars and other small interface elements in games. That's definitely one of the challenges of interface design, is making key aspects like that like really noticeable without being distracting. It's a really tough balance, and usually requires a bunch of iteration. Influence grows. Okay. Well, I think that'll probably do it for the hinterlands for now. Let's quickly check in here. Fisher's End. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to that. Let's go there. This was like the first area I unlocked after the hinterlands, I think, but I spent like too many of my power points on it. I was like super under-leveled for it, so I just like unlocked it, went in, had to bail out. It's quite an image. So is that. From the Canticle of Transfigurations. Fancy words. Man, that is a long journal entry there, or codex entry, I should say. First learned the word codex from the good old Ultima games. I think Ultima 4, yeah, I'm sure. Actually, Ultima 4 was the first of the Ultima games to reference a codex. The Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. Big special book you had to find. I was like 8 years old when I played that game. I had no idea what a codex was. I just knew it was important. I think games are good at like teaching you words, potentially. Because you can learn not necessarily the meanings, but why they matter.
I've news, sir.
Report.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
This is a cool looking area. Like seeing the rain. It's supposed to start raining like really hard around here. On my next stream is scheduled for Thursday night. I plan to stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 10:30 p.m. Pacific. Without interruption, if I can help it. However, this week, supposedly there's going to be some kind of crazy storm starting Thursday morning. So there is like a possibility of power outages and whatnot. Hopefully we'll be fine. Nice pleasant evening to stay at home and play some video games. Oh, I just got slowed. That worked well. That worked out nicely. Yeah, last time I was here, those guys rocked my world, and not in the good way. So, corpse archer. This fire probably... Yeah, I think the fire hurts them really bad. They're undead, they're vulnerable to fire, as we all know. Probably I guess my blunt weapon is probably good against them too. It's kind of weird. Sometimes you can't use potions. You usually can, but I guess you get caught in certain man, look at these jerks. He's shocked. Shocked us. I think trudging through the water is not doing me any favors. What the hell is Solus doing down here? God damn it. Damn it, Solus. So what'd that do? Jerks.
Find any more beacons, we could lure the undead onto solid ground. Might be a faster fight.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Oh. Is that what that did? Rare herb. cleared. I just want to go to the camp. Should do that before I get into too many more fights around here. Yeah, the mount is just not available. The horse is like, nope. Oh, this is probably a terrible idea if they come out in the water. Yeah. This like Blight Town. Yeah, there's a lot of like. Maybe I'm just reading into it, but a fair bit of Dark Souls influence here. Just like
I made an attempt
in the environment design and many other aspects, which I'm okay with because Dark Souls is great. Uh-oh. I did not get very far in Dark Souls 2. I don't know. I kept coming back to it, but I didn't have as much patience for it as I did with the first game, for whatever reason. But I've kept needing to come back to it. Probably just wait for Bloodborne at this point. Play the next one. There are more guys.
This is like the Fade, but wetter.
What a deeply insightful comment there. Not as much radio chatter from these this like random collection of party members. I should probably change them up.
We could camp here.
Made a camp. Camps are good. Okay. We got here. Whole bunch of stuff. I don't know, Fade Rift here is probably tough. Try it.
No sign of the Avvar who want to challenge me, or the Inquisition soldiers.
Everything around is afraid, and wet. I can't hear the soldiers.
What was that sound? There's our rift. What the hell is that guy? Skywatcher? What do you want, dude?
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
I thought the Avvar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rights to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
The other Avvar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Why aren't you with the other Avvar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits.
Man, look how freaky my character looks.
What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're called Fade Rifts.
Caused by the breach in the sky.
I'm mansplaining.
Some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
Interesting how widely Ferelden beliefs diverge.
Call me Ferelden again, Elf, and see how far you get.
Okay.
Farewell then.
Watch the water.
Open Fade Rift. Just gotta open it before I can close it. That was a cinch. No problemo.
You can mend the gaps in the air.
There's a reason people have been following our herald.
Maybe you do have a god's favor.
New operations available. Power 21. Wasn't so bad. Beacons in the dark. Find Widris. Locate the Avvar outpost. It's pretty far. I bet I could close that one.
Look, signs of a plague.
It must have been a terrible illness. No one's come to reclaim the land. No one living at any rate.
Misty Grove. It's pretty misty. So this summons all the undead to come over here, I guess. Yeah. Then you get like a little holdout mission. That's cool. That just did a lot of damage there. Messing around. Kill it. There we go. Whew. Bags of loot. got up to 20 plus power pretty quickly. I think there was like a 30 power mission also, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's see if we can do this. My guys are like pretty low. Oh boy, no, I'm not even gonna try. Level 12. Well, I could maybe try. Just to slip the rift. Maybe I can do it. First round, but I think this is going to be a lot harder. Let's see if I can just disrupt it quickly. Oh crap. Yeah, when they drop those... See, yeah, this is why I didn't want to stick around. Ow. Let me out of here. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
We will want to launder our clothes later. Or burn them.
Yes. Okay. So. I don't know, you know what? Let's check back in at Skyhold. That's enough wandering around and questing for a little while. And see what war room stuff we have available. I would like to upgrade my potion things. Because they don't restore, like, yeah. That'd probably help me quite a bit. Thanks, folks, again for tuning in for these ongoing adventures in the lands, I should say, the neighboring countries of Dragon Age Inquisition. We're starting to get somewhere. Inquisition is growing more powerful, and we're starting to get access to some of these later missions and things. I don't know about later, but in any case, they will start to advance the story more. I think we're also at a point where probably we can dig into some of the follower characters a bit more, learn more about them, and do some stuff for them, perhaps. Tend to be some of the more interesting parts of BioWare games. Supporting casts tend to be really strong. I haven't grown like super attached to any member of my party yet. Since I have a number of characters, I've kind of been swapping them in and out to try and get to know everyone at least a little bit. I think I'm like the most partial to the characters I just met at the beginning. Varric and Cassandra specifically. Judge the prisoner. Fast travel.
You'll be quick,
Morris.
will you? Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
You're the replacement for Thren after she was lost at Haven?
I'm sorry I didn't meet her. I'm sure she was a stalwart defender of liberty. I confess no one has been forthcoming with an opinion. I assume out of respect for her pious nature.
How is it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money Tevinter houses, and a rare Orzuma contract with a Paragon namesake.
And your qualifications?
It's pretty funny.
To be honest, your worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Okay. Funny guy. Clearly very trustworthy. Well, I shouldn't get too sidetracked here. I should just... Yeah, I'm not going to read that right now. I should just go to the worm. I guess you can fast travel in here? Yeah. Okay, fast travel here. Should be fast, it's all in the same area. Oh yeah. So now I can chill on the Iron Throne here.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Cool.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Oof.
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Bring on the prisoners. That's cool.
Knight Captain Denham, Inquisitor. He awaits judgment for serving the Lord Seeker at Therenfall Redoubt. I knew some of the knights who died there. I asked to oversee his sentencing. The Envy Demon perhaps fooled the Knight Captain, but following his superior's orders nearly destroyed the Templars.
I hope the Knight Captain is lucid enough to understand what he's done.
I only did as I was told.
Knowingly or not, you condemned your brothers and sisters to death.
You would have done the same if you hadn't abandoned the Order. I served faithfully. It went red after what the Lord Seeker told me to do.
You tried to deny the Inquisition. Now you'll aid it. Assign the captain to a patrol and have him lead us to the Lord Seeker's Red Templars.
Everybody disapproved.
Yes, thank you. I can serve.
Not clear to me how much the approval-disapproval messages actually matter. That's cool, so that unlocked some quests. It doesn't look like I can do any more there, though. Oh, I haven't gone in here. These are my quarters. I'm sure all the NPCs are hanging out in here.
They've certainly spared no expense.
Who's she talking to? Same. Climb. Bunch of recipes. Ooh. Alright, I won't do it. I didn't think the game was actually gonna let me do that. It's a nice view. Pointing me to the ladder, I guess. Okay. Okay, well. That's nice. There's some crows just chilling. Now then, to the War Council, which is where I thought I was going, but I guess it's one door over. Is it weird that the door to like my quarters is right next to the throne? It seems awful close. Does she have anything new to say?
And what else did
Oh,
Lady
yeah.
Forsythia say?
That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition.
Anything else?
She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit, there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
I think you're delightful.
Spending time with such an engaging woman is never unpleasant, Lady Montelier.
Goodness. I'm glad I haven't wasted your day. Well, I've taken up quite enough of your time already. Until next time, Your Worship.
Your Worship is just... I don't know. My character is like not on such formal terms with anybody. Doesn't make sense that they would call me that. It may be my character's American accent. Oh, I'm like back in my chambers. Boom. All right. Once again to the war room. Come on. She's already back. I'm just curious.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The Maker hasn't shown himself for some time. There's no reason he'd start now.
Perhaps you're right. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant.
Okay. Gonna save it here, just in case. Love the insta-save. Though I try not to abuse it. Okay, I got another Inquisition perk thing. More healing potions. It's actually quite useful. Collection of tier 1 herbs. inventory capacity. One more potion slot for all party members. No, I don't need that. So there's still 2 more of these dialogue options. We'll do those. Just 'cause. Alright. It's a lot of quests. Blood Lotus. Find the Warden. It's a hawk quest. Ensure that a trap is not awaiting us in court. I don't know about that. Acquire the Arcanist. That sounds handy. Oh, that like instantly resolved. That's interesting. Search for the hack writer. Oof.
Inquisitor. At your service.
Scandalous rumors flying about.
To work?
Okay, so what was the 30 point? This is 8. Scouts are reporting a number of travelers. Okay. This one's 20. I may just go straight for that. I thought there was like a 30. Yeah, here's the 31. Assassin is stalking the Empress. It's like higher level than I am. And that one is 20. Wow. Contacted by Fairbanks. Man, a lot of quests opened up. Investigate the Exalted Plains. Let's try this. I'm not sure if... Okay, new area unlocked. Sure. Let's do... Let's do the OG party there. And maybe I should have gone straight to one of the 20-point quests, but I suppose unlocking a new area is good. Mark the rift instantly destroys demons near fade rifts. That sounds handy. Oh, schematics and crafting materials don't take up space. That's good. I believe I will wrap up when I get here, probably do my initial cursory look around. Yeah. But the hooks are in me. Unlocking areas, solving quests, getting power, more areas, more quests, etc. Nice and clean. I didn't end up spending that much time talking to any of my party members this time around. I'm just kind of more concerned with just making progress through the story at this point, I think. Less so some of the side quests. But it seems like I'm getting to a point where I really could use like better equipment and just all kinds of stuff. I need to find one of those places where I can do the creature research also, as I haven't done any of that, and that seems like it might be useful.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
You can just hit on her. Super awkward.
Must we dwell on such gloomy things?
I don't want to dwell, but look. It must have been so beautiful. Maybe even romantic.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Arlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Okay. Some of my guys can level up there, it looks like. Not anymore. Okay. I don't really have much equipment at this point. Oh wow. A ton of new things. Change party and okay. So what do we got? World map, landmark.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
Oh, really?
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Spyglass. Another thing I can't build. Yeah, man, I don't have any of that stuff. Really low on those crafting materials. What do we got?
It's the Inquisition! Keep them off the ramparts! Gordius commands
Guy's getting beat down. Kill steal.
Keep off the ramparts? I wonder why.
I'd say it's a perfect reason to go to the ramparts.
What's that crazy sound? Oh. Forest is all burned down. That's cool. Oh, one of those. Crazy sounds going on around here. Oh, look at those things. Ballistae. Plural of ballista.
Thank you, you came.
Who's this guy?
How can anyone stop these things?
By hammering them repeatedly.
What's happened here?
Trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the freemen are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
I should be going.
Whoa. Can I use that? Level 12. Not even close. Oh man, my guys are starting to fight it. Come on. Ow. Right. And then it's magically back to life. Let's try to get there then. I don't like the look of that.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
How about I just run past it?
I have heard that your books are very popular, Master Tethras.
I do all right.
I am glad of it.
Really? No sarcasm? No superior attitude?
We live in a dark and angry time, Child of the Stone. So much of what people believe has come crashing down. If you bring them a little peace with the worlds you make between the pages, you have done more than most.
Fair point. Okay. I think I am going to call it an evening. There's a lot more to do here. It's a whole giant area that we just unlocked. We can come back to it later. It's a whole bunch of, yeah, it's like a ton of fade rifts. I think we kind of get the gist here. And next time I think I will earn more power, try to unlock the next big story mission or something like that, or you can get in closer with some of my NPCs and just push forward that way. So yeah, as long as I'm not consumed by a horrible storm in the area that is supposedly coming on Thursday, I will be back Thursday 10:30 p.m. Pacific. So I hope you will join me once again for ongoing adventures here in Dragon Age Land. Until then, catch you online, whatnot. Maybe run into you randomly in a Hearthstone arena or something like that, perhaps, eh? But yeah, thank you very much for joining, and until next time.
Inquisitor.